Joining us now is Greg Fairley. Now, Greg, the countdown is on. In just a few weeks from now, this year's version of the Dubai Shopping Festival begins. Tell us about it.
That's right, Eunice. In fact, there's a regional DSF roadshow which is currently well underway, and more on that story in just a moment. First to our top business story this evening. A new international business report compiled by accountants Grant Thornton has found that 3/4 of UAE businesses project growth this year. Local businesses in the UAE are among the most optimistic globally. The UAE's business confidence is on level with the latest world's growing economies like India, Brazil and Germany, delivering scores of 75 or above. The survey collected information from 11,000 owners of private, medium and large businesses in 39 countries. The survey found that business leaders in Japan and Southern Europe are the most worried about the coming year, while Chile was the most optimistic. Dubai's non-oil exports recorded 20% growth last year compared to 2009 figures. That's according to Dubai Export Development Corporation. Non-oil foreign trade rose above 540 billion dirhams from January to September, from 486.4 billion in the same period in 2009. Dubai accounts for about 80% of the UAE's total non-oil trade. Dubai's direct non-oil trade hit a new record in the third quarter of 2010, amounting to 425 billion dirhams. Re-export activity also recorded significant growth during the first 9 months of last year, with a value of 106 billion dirhams, representing an increase of 22%. Real estate will see 6 major government initiatives launched this year to strengthen the sector and in turn help investors. There will be a real estate valuation law where regulations for property valuation professionals in Dubai will be adopted. An investor protection law in Dubai is on the way, and a mortgage law for Abu Dhabi. The real estate investor protection law deals with issues with developers. Escrow account law makes sure that investor payments are used properly, and the much talked about strata law in Dubai and Abu Dhabi deals with the setting up of owners' associations. New Year is the time to unfold new horizons and realise new dreams. Now, when it comes to the economy, many hope that 2011 will turn a corner for the global economy. To what extent will this region and the UAE be at the forefront of the financial landscape of the future, once held firmly by Western nations? Well, Jamal Salah is Head of Risk Management at Commercial Bank of Dubai. Welcome to Emirates News, Jamal. Can I start by asking you then, how important is this shift that we're hearing about in economical terms from the West to the East, and where does Dubai fit into that?
If you look, Greg, at the top 10 nations in terms of reserves, in terms of the size of the sovereign wealth funds they have, you'll see that most of them are in this region, in the Middle East, or in the locality of the Middle East. Number one is China, then followed by India, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Russia. So Western countries are now indebted. I don't think the picture will change soon. This means that we will be the center of focus. Now, if you look at this region, which has all those points of wealth, I think Dubai by far is the most advanced city to be the hub for all of them. So I think we'll start seeing more and more shift.
Sorry to interrupt, but how can we reduce the risks that we've seen in banking going forward?
I just came back from a function called Risk Minds. It's the #1 function in banking worldwide. It's once a year, and the top chief risk officers of the largest banks were asked if you want people to walk away with one conclusion about banking in 2011 and going forward, what would it be? And the answer, intriguingly, was all of them said that we should go back to basics. We should let go of this exotic banking. My presentation in this conference at Risk Minds was about Dubai, was about the UAE, was about the misunderstanding of Dubai, and was about the fact that we have never left basics. We need to make sure that we continue. Our banking sector has to continue following the basics of banking and not venture into exotic banking as we have seen in the years before.
Jamal, let's talk about loans, personal loans and company loans. Where will those go in 2011? Will we see more of those opening up again?
I assure you we will. I saw today a piece of news which I used in my presentation even. Central bank CDs have now touched, I think, 100 billion or something like this. Loans now are less than deposits. Deposits have by now surpassed loans. So liquidity is in the market, and this liquidity can be used for lending. Within a year, we saw the deficit of 70 billion vanishing, and now we have a surplus of, I think, 14 billion or so. That's 84 billion in a year. So now we are in green territory, no more red.
I think one of the figures there was 340 billion, which is a massive amount of money.
340 was for something, for one sector. But if you look at the total loans versus total deposits, now deposits exceed loans. So we have excess liquidity. In 2010, it was a very tight year. It's behind us now, and we will definitely see not the lending of the boom years, but we will see the prudent lending, the more risk-calculated lending.
Jamal Saleh, thank you very much, Head of Risk at Commercial Bank of Dubai. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. Well, UAE indices ended lower today. The total value of trading on the DFM amounted to 165 million dirhams, while in Abu Dhabi, Tuesday's trading value amounted to 111 million dirhams. Here comes a look at those all-important numbers in detail with the markets and currencies. More than 6,000 retail outlets and 50 shopping malls will offer sales and discounted prices of up to 75% on a wide range of goods and services during the forthcoming edition of the Dubai Shopping Festival, which kicks off on January 20th. The regional promotional roadshow of DSF has made another stop, this time in Kuwait, as the number of GCC tourists to Dubai increased by 20% in the last year. The DSF roadshow started in Saudi Arabia and ends in India on Thursday. The 32-day annual world-famous shopping event has attracted more than 40 million visitors from all nationalities and has generated consumer spending of more than 84 billion dirhams since it began back in 1996.
The first round of Dubai Shopping Festival was launched in 1996 under the slogan of One World, One Family. Dubai Shopping Festival attracts tourists from every corner of the world. It's directed at families of all nationalities, cultures and religions.
Emirates Airlines here in Kuwait continues to support Dubai Shopping Festival. Kuwait is considered the largest country in terms of tourists traveling to Dubai. This is also a great opportunity to meet our customers and to advertise our airline services.
And for now, that's the latest finance and business from the Emirates News Business Desk. Yunus, back to you.
Thanks, Greg. The